Hello, good evening, everyone. For now, I already closed milestone 3. The milestone 3 is quite simple. I don't add any new features, just need to refactor the existing code. Before this, for example, in the worker module, there's around 700 lines. So what I did is to cut it down until 500 lines, and then I introduce new modules known as settlement and also interactions. In these settlements is more likely how you manage the economy around the campfire, where you want to store these woods, and how he going to convert into fuel so that it can be consumed as fire. And then for the interaction here, it's more likely on how you manage the cursor of the mouse. When you press G, for example, you're going to forage the bush, and also if you press C, for example, you're going to create a new campfire. And there's another one which is for the C, you're going to chop down the tree, and then from there, worker will automatically pick up the woods that is coming from the cut down tree into the settlement, which is the campfire. So it technically related to each other, but then again, in terms of a bigger view, this separation of concern is very important, so that in the future, let's say if I have a new developer or something like that, they doesn't take too much toll on to understand how each code's working in my code base. So for example here, I'm going to show you the settlement. The settlement code base here has not much of things except for the woods, and then we have the campfire index where exactly it's being placed in the map, and then what are the resources that are going to be converted, which is the oh, it's not here. Oh yeah, here, full. Like from the woods you're going to convert into a full, so it has a maximum number, and also the currently being consumed, or sorry, it's not currently being consumed, currently available in the camp. And then we have functions that are going to convert those woods into full. And then below here is just a check game over, like for example, if all of your worker die, it's going to show the game over. Technically here is going to set it as game over into the variable. And then in the interaction code base, it is more likely on how I control the cursor. For example here, if we scroll down a bit, there's a cursor mode which is a chop tree, place a campfire, or even the foraging the bush. And then there's some code that I move from the worker into the UI itself. For example, the update inventory visuals. This is where you want to show the worker carrying the woods into the campfire, for example. So this worker file now is much more cleaner than before. Before this, it is a lot of code that is not directly related. And that's all for my milestone 3. And I'm going to start for milestone 4. Milestone 4 has a logical refactoring for how the worker going to manage the works. For example, right now, what I mean is that I use FIFO method, which is whatever come first will go out first. FIFO method, first in first out. I'm not exactly fond of this algorithm, because in the game or even in the real world, right, we going to prioritize our work based on our needs. So sometimes we have a lot of things to do in a single day, so we're going to order it based on whatever we need to solve it first, according to the environment itself or even to another humans. And I think the best guideline that I can have right now is a Maslow needs, because that kind of pyramid things is very good for me to implement it in the game. And I think I will think about it in the future. That's one, where we want to prioritize the work or something like that, or even introduce a prioritize button, depends on it. And that's about it for my code right now. Thank you for watching my devlog. Goodbye.